Your child is hurting, and every protective instinct in your body is screaming. When you find out your teen is being bullied, your first reaction might be pure rage or deep fear. It's the kind of silent, isolating storm we've all seen in shows like 13 Reasons Why. And it's terrifying. But what if I told you that your calm, steady presence is the most powerful weapon you have in this fight? This video is your guide to becoming that lighthouse in their storm. Hello, parents and caregivers. Welcome. We're about to have a conversation that no one ever wants to have, but so many of us desperately need. Discovering that your child is being bullied can feel like the ground has crumbled beneath your feet. You feel helpless, you feel furious, and 1,000 questions race through your mind. Who do I call? What do I say? How do I fix this right now? It can feel like you've been handed a map to a foreign land, written in a language you don't understand. Before you do anything, I want you to take a deep breath with me. Right now. Inhale. Exhale. You are in the right place. Your child's pain is real, but your power to help them is even more real. Today, we are not going to talk about quick fixes, because there aren't any. Instead, we are going to build a solid, compassionate strategy. This is about more than just stopping the bullying. It's about giving your child the tools to heal, methodically rebuilding their confidence, and strengthening your bond so they know, without a shadow of a doubt, that home is their safest harbor. We'll walk through 10 actionable steps, filled with real-world examples and things you can say, to support them effectively. Let's begin. Strategy number 1. Manage your own storm first. This is the hardest and most crucial step. Your child has just handed you their fragile heart. If your reaction is explosive, "Who did this? I'm going to call their parents right now," or full of visible panic, you might unintentionally teach them that their problems are too big and scary to share. Think of yourself as the calm flight attendant during turbulence. Everyone on the plane looks to them for cues. If they are panicking, everyone panics. If they are calm, everyone feels safer. Your teen's emotional nervous system is already overloaded. Adding your panic to the mix is like adding fuel to a fire. What this looks like, when they tell you, take a deliberate pause. You can say, "Wow, thank you for being brave enough to tell me. Let me just take a second to really hear that." In that second, you breathe. You acknowledge the rage and fear inside yourself, and you make a conscious choice to put it aside for later. Your first job is to create a zone of safety for your child. Strategy number 2. Become their number 1 ally and safe harbor. Before you can solve anything, you must connect. Your child isn't looking for a superhero to fight their battles. They're looking for an ally to sit with them in the trenches. Deep listening in action. Put your phone down. Turn off the TV. Give them your undivided attention. Let them talk, even if it comes out in bits and pieces, even if they cry, even if they get angry. Don't interrupt with questions like, "Well, what did you do?" or "Are you sure it was that, bad?" Use validating language instead of, "Just ignore them, try, that sounds incredibly painful and so unfair." No one deserves to be treated that way. Instead of, "You need to be tougher, try." It takes so much courage to face that every day. I'm so proud of you for telling me. You are building a bridge of trust. They need to know that you are 100% on their side, no matter what. Strategy number 3. Reinforce this unbreakable truth. It is not your fault. This is a message that needs to be repeated like a mantra. A teen's brain is wired to internalize social feedback. They will almost always wonder, on some level, what is wrong with them. Use a powerful metaphor. Imagine someone walking around with muddy shoes. They walk into a clean room and leave footprints everywhere. Is it the room's fault for being clean? Of course not. The mud belongs to the person with the dirty shoes. A bully's words and actions are their mud. It comes from their own unhappiness and their own problems. It has nothing to do with you. Reference culture. Think about almost any villain in a movie or a book. In Harry Potter, Draco Malfoy's cruelty comes from his own family's toxic beliefs and his own deep insecurities. It was never truly about Harry. When you explain that hurt people, it helps your child depersonalize the attacks. It's not about them. It's about the bully story. Strategy number 4. Become the calm investigator, not the angry warrior. Your instinct is to protect, and that's a beautiful thing. But charging in like an angry warrior can escalate the situation and even lead to retaliation against your child. Instead, adopt the mindset of a calm, methodical detective. Empower them through documentation. Frame it as a project you're doing together. Okay, we're going to be like detectives and collect clues. Let's get a special notebook. Help them log everything: date, time, location, exactly what was said or done, and any witnesses. For cyberbullying, create a folder on the computer for screenshots. The psychological shift. This process is incredibly empowering. It transforms your child from a passive victim of events to an active gatherer of data. It takes the chaotic emotional pain and turns it into organized, factual information, which is far less overwhelming and much easier to act on. Strategy number 5. Partner with the school strategically. Working with the school is a marathon, not a sprint. Prepare for the meeting. Go in with your folder of documented incidents. Also, write down 2 to 3 desired outcomes. Do you want a class change? Do you want monitoring in the hallways? Knowing what you want helps you stay focused. Be a firm, persistent partner, not an enemy. Start the meeting with a collaborative tone. Thank you for meeting with us. We want to work with you to find a solution to ensure our child feels safe at school. This framing is much more effective than accusations. Understand the reality. Many schools are overwhelmed. Change might not happen overnight. The key is consistent, documented follow-up. A weekly check-in email, just following up on our conversation from last week, keeps the issue on their radar. Let's just pause here for a moment. This is heavy stuff, and if you're a parent watching this, my heart goes out to you. If you're finding this guide helpful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your subscription helps us reach more parents who might be feeling lost and alone in this struggle. It helps us build a community of support, because no parent should have to navigate this journey alone. Thank you. Now let's continue with our strategies. Strategy number 6. Empower them with practical tools, the role-play workshop. Giving your teen scripts and tools for the moment can make them feel less helpless. Turn this into a low-pressure workshop at home. Practice the gray rock method. A bully craves a reaction. Explain this concept. Then you play the bully in a non-scary way and let them practice being boring. Say something silly like, "Your backpack is a weird color." Let them practice a flat okay and then physically turning and walking away. Brainstorm conversation enders. These aren't witty comebacks. They are verbal dead ends. Things like a slightly confused, "Wow, did you really just say that out loud?" followed by walking away. A simple, unimpressed, "I'm not having this conversation." The TV show analogy. Think of your favorite cool, calm character in a TV show. How would they handle this? They wouldn't scream back. They'd probably raise an eyebrow, say something short and smart, and then leave. Let's try that. This makes it fun and less personal. Strategy number 7. Rebuild their fortress of self-worth at home. Bullying is like an acid that eats away at self-esteem. Your home must be the place where they are unconditionally loved and celebrated, actively counteracting the negativity from outside. The story of Maya. Imagine a teen, Maya, who is being teased for being quiet and nerdy. But at home, she's a brilliant artist. Her parents, instead of just focusing on the bullying, decide to pour energy into her passion. They buy her new art supplies, frame her best work and hang it prominently, and help her enter a local art contest. Suddenly, Maya starts to see herself not as the quiet girl who gets picked on, but as Maya, the artist. Her identity is fortified. Find your child's art. What is their passion? Double down on it. This gives them a powerful sense of identity. That is bully-proof. Strategy number 8. Help them build a digital fortress. Cyberbullying can feel inescapable, but the digital world also gives you control. The team-up approach. Don't just demand their phone. Say, Okay, let's tackle this digital stuff. As a team, let's look at the privacy settings on your accounts together and see if we can make them stronger. This respects their autonomy while ensuring their safety. Model a digital detox. It's hard for a teen to put their phone away if the parents are glued to theirs. Suggest a family unplugged hour every evening, play a board game, go for a walk. This shows them that life exists and is enjoyable outside the screen, and it gives their nervous system a much-needed break from the constant alerts. Strategy number 9. Know when to call in reinforcements. The emotional coach. Sometimes the emotional wounds are too deep for parental support alone. This is not a failure on your part. Destigmatize therapy. Frame it as getting a coach. Just like a star athlete has a coach to perfect their skills on the field, a therapist is an amazing coach for your mind and emotions. They can teach you plays and strategies that even I don't know. Look for the signs. Be vigilant for prolonged changes. Not sleeping or sleeping all the time, drastic changes in appetite, dropping grades, avoiding all social contact, or expressing hopelessness. These are signals that it's time to bring in a professional to be on your team. Strategy number 10. Teach them that this moment doesn't define their story. This is the message of hope. A teen's world can feel very small. A problem at school can feel like a problem with the entire universe. The hero's journey. Frame this experience as part of their story arc. Every single hero in every great movie, from the Avengers to Star Wars, faces a huge challenge that tests them. This is your challenge. It's not fair and it's painful, but it's also where you're going to discover how strong you really are. Share real-life examples. Talk about incredibly successful people who were bullied as kids, like Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, or even Elon Musk. This provides tangible proof that their current situation does not predict their future success or happiness. This is a painful chapter, but you are there to help them turn the page. So as we close, let's return to that image of the lighthouse. A lighthouse doesn't sail out into the sea to fight the storm. It stands tall, it stays rooted, and it shines its light unwavering, so the ships can find their way home. Your role is not to fight every battle for your child. Your role is to be that lighthouse, steady, strong, and a constant source of light and safety. You do this by managing your own storm, by listening with an open heart, by strategizing calmly, and by relentlessly reminding them of their incredible, unchanging worth. This painful experience has the potential to become a defining moment of connection between you and your child. It's an opportunity to forge a bond of trust so deep it will last a lifetime. You are their best and most powerful advocate. You absolutely have what it takes to guide them through this. Thank you for being here today. In the comments, I invite you to share a word of encouragement for other parents who are watching. Let's support each other. Stay strong, and remember, you are not alone. If this guide was helpful, please like, subscribe, and join our community.